Concerns for each other's mental health continues here as the pandemic continues and families continue to struggle. This morning, parenting, education, and behavior expert Reena B. Patel has advice for parents to help the family get through this continued tough time we're having. Thanks for being here, Reena.
Thank you for having me, Eric.
Look, a lot of families still struggling here, kind of a roller coaster really over the past couple of years. How does what's happening now with Omicron and kind of this resurgence here, how does this kind of compare to the first time we went through the pandemic in 2020? I mean, there was uncertainty then, but there's still some uncertainty today, right?
Oh, absolutely. It's really a new form or model of parenting that really includes taking care of your family's mental health. And that's important because parenting definitely is an endurance test. And as we can see through this continuous pandemic, it's really taken a toll on everyone.
I try to pull my kids aside. I have three, and different ages, and they affect kids differently depending on the age. Just to ask, how's it going? What are you feeling and everything? Is that enough, or do we need to be doing more? What else can parents like me be doing to make sure that our kiddos really are doing okay during this odd time in history and in their lives?
That's a great question, Eric. Number one, definitely check in with your children, but don't just ask a general open-ended question, how are things going? Ask them to bring up one thing that was good, that happened, that went really well, but also bring up one thing that didn't go so well, one thing that was a challenge. It really gives you more insight onto how they're feeling. And the other thing is, it's the importance of teaching flexibility. I mean, so many of us as family, parents, are in school one day, the next day, they're out because of potential exposure. We're all juggling, trying to figure out how to handle work, balancing a family, and then even going to the grocery store where the shelves don't have everything that we want. And so it's very overwhelming. A great tip would be, I call it the practice fire drills. Stop, drop, and change. And just like you would practice at a school or in an office, a fire drill, do one at home where it's stop, drop, and change what you're doing and do something different to help promote and help our children be resilient when it comes to this inconsistency.
It's very interesting. We've been hearing a lot about social media with mental health and the negative impact it can have, but you're saying there's some potential positives when it comes to social media to be used as a tool to help the family as well, right? How so?
Yeah, I mean, we're into, really deep into this pandemic, and we are human beings and we need any type of connection, especially with our teens and even us. And so the fact that we're limited in terms of going out and interacting how typically we would do it, social media can be a good thing when it's active participation. So really be mindful as a parent. Don't let it be passive. Don't just scroll, but use it to interact, join organizations, gather information that is valid, and allow that time. Remember, I mean, screen time too. It's okay at where we're at because, again, we're humans and we need that human interaction.
Sometimes it's tough when we look so far down the road, right? When we're saying, okay, when is this going to end? How is this going to change? What's going to happen down the road? Any advice about just taking this kind of one day at a time, just trying to accomplish the little daily goals?
Yeah, it's really focusing on the here and now. And yes, it's okay to talk about the future. I mean, that's what anxiety is, the fear of the unknown. And so there is such a cloud. We don't know what to expect. But try to create as much structure with movement as you can and focus on the little things, the simple things. There's so much that good that has actually come out of it when it comes to a family unit. More time together. A lot of us are doing more board games. I'm talking to families and they're feeling more connected, more in tune with what's going on in their family. So celebrate those small wins.
Not just board games. How about a gratitude game? I know that's an idea that you've thrown out there. Can you explain how that works?
So one of the things I really, especially with little ones, gratitude can be such an abstract term. And so even with our youngsters, you use your senses. I hear, I see, I feel, for example. I see that the sky is blue, and how wonderful is that feeling? Is a sense of gratitude. And so to play those games at the dinner table and versus just having them write a gratitude journal, be interactive about it. That's just a simple example, simple game that you can do even with your youngsters.
Reena, I know you have a lot of other tips. Where can people learn more about the wonderful insight and advice you provide?
Well, head over to my website, www.reenabpatel.com, and then follow me for daily parenting tips on Instagram at Reena B. Patel.
I have done that already. Thank you, Reena. Really appreciate it. And we appreciate your time and all the wonderful advice you're giving our parents out there. They're all doing the best they can, right?
Absolutely. Hang in there. Thank you.
Thanks again.